Okay, today's an interesting one. How to evaluate yourself. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, this could be evaluating your film or short film or your screenplay or your acting talent or something like that. How do you evaluate yourself and get an evaluation that you can trust? Well, the first thing I gotta say is, can you trust yourself, right? People tend to want cheerleading, and you've got to fight that off. Cheerleading is like, man, you were really great, and that's your friend or your cousin or your grandfather or something like that. You don't want that. Cheerleading can also come too, like you have a friend that reads your screenplay and they give you this. They go, "Oh yeah, it was fun, dude. I'm not sure I understood the ending, but no, dude, good job." What does that do for you? That doesn't do anything, right? So you need to kind of want it. Right? You need someone to give you objective criticism and not be like, oh, like if a friend told you they didn't like a cut of a movie or something like that you put together, you don't go, all right, goodbye, friend. That's the end of it. It's like that. People tend to want the positive reinforcement, and it is great when you get it, but it's got to be objective. It's got to be objective. So it depends on what asset you have when you're talking about evaluation. If you're talking about a screenplay, the way to do that is coverage. And coverage where they don't know it's you that wrote it and they're just giving you objective coverage. And a coverage report is a report on your screenplay. And I usually try, if I want to get coverage on a screenplay, try to get 2 or 3 so you can look for trends. If all 3 say your dialogue needs work, but maybe somebody says the dialogue's great, the other says the dialogue's fair, then you can take it with a grain of salt. But that's objective, right? That's going to be an objective report on your screenplay. That's something that you can take and then do rewrites with. As far as films go, that's when you do a test screening. If you can do a test screening and get objective results, not line it up with your friends that are like, this is the funniest movie ever. And it's like, yeah, that's because they know you and they know your comedy, right? But if you get it with people that you don't know anybody, and then they objectively fill out forms at the end, then you can get an objective evaluation of your short film or whatever it is. And then as an actor, I would say it's one thing to start reaching out to people and asking them what they thought of your reel. Unfortunately, when you put something on YouTube or something like that, you can have people making crappy comments to you, but I would like to say, in a way, there might be some honesty there. If something's really, say, funny or really scary, people will comment on that and say, wow, that scared me to death, and then you go, okay, that's objective. All right. But if you put a reel on YouTube of your performance of a Shakespeare monologue and somebody's like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen, yeah, that hurts. But maybe you need to work on your craft a little bit more, right? I guess those horrible comments or something like that, they're those things that you have to kind of take and go, all right, this is the person that they said that, but what do I need to fix? Okay. People on the internet will always choose to be jerks when they could be anonymous and stuff like that. So it'll happen at times. But at the end of the day, when you know you have something good, you know and you truly believe you have something funny or you have a masterpiece of a script or something like that, and you can get that coverage that supports it, now that's a good feeling, right? The script coverage or somebody commenting like, this is the funniest video I've ever seen, like, this is really great. Then it starts to be really great and you realize, all right, I'm getting good evaluations here. I need to start moving forward at this point.